If you'd like to create Google Forms on an iPad, you don't need to get the Google Drive app. It doesn't work as well as clicking on Safari. And once you click on Safari, go to drive.google.com. Sign on with the username and password for Google Drive. The big trick here is to click on those three lines in the upper left side of the screen. Then from the menu, choose Use Desktop Version. A special thanks to Matt McCall from Hudson County for helping us find that out. Next, choose Create, then Form. For the most part, the rest of the process is similar to that used on a laptop. I'm going to remove the check mark for Require a Login. That would only appear if you're a Google Apps for Education school. You're going to have to agree that it's okay that anybody outside the Archdiocese of Newark schools or your Google Apps for Education organization can complete this form. I'm going to title this form Test Friday, and the help for the form says this is for the iPad tutorial. My first question type is going to be multiple choice, which gives radio buttons. That means that you can only make one choice for this selection. When I worked in a marketing research firm, I learned that it's best to only give 4 options, excellent, good, fair, and poor, so that people are forced to choose a selection and not go right down the middle. Some people were having a little trouble typing in the options, so you might want to click in for each option and select all, and then once you select all, just type in the new entry. In this case, I selected the word option 3, and I'll type the word fair. Once I have excellent, good, fair, and poor as my choices, I'm going to make this a required question. That will put a little red asterisk next to the question. You'll also notice at the top a little pencil that allows you to edit the form once you say you're done, 2 pages, which allows you to duplicate a question, and a trash can, which allows you to remove a question. My next question type is a paragraph response that allows me to type as much as I like. Again, this will be a required question. The next question type will be a checkbox. This allows you to have multiple answers. I'm asking, what's your favorite formative assessment tool? And that might be Plickers, Socrative, Today's Meet Kahoot, or you can add a choice for other or none of the above as answers. And again, we'll make this a required question. And here you have an example of I do not use as an option and an other option in case somebody uses something else like Zondel to do formative assessment. Finally, we'll have a text box answer to type in the first and last name. The final choice is to decide what would you like your response message to be when people have completed the form. Also, I don't necessarily want to show people the ability to complete the form again. That would be useful if you had back to school night and had many parents use the same device to complete a form. I don't usually show the answers as people complete the form. That is an opportunity. But I do like to give people the option to edit their answers before they finally submit. On this form, I've made my confirmation say thank you for your help. You may close this page. To send the form, you'll click the blue Send Form button and it will pop up with your link to share, which is actually going to be a fairly long link. You'll probably want to click the check mark for short URL. The short URL allows you to give a much smaller web address to share with people who are going to complete the form. And you can see it was shortened to a much smaller thing, although it does have some very strange letters like capital and lowercase letters. The idea, though, is that it gives you something much smaller to copy into an email. It is definitely a bit of a challenge because you can't hit Control-C to copy, so you have to drag the little blue handles to highlight the whole website address, and then hold your mouse down so that you can get that little copy option up, and that'll copy the address. Up at the top of the screen, you'll see an option there to view live form. That is a quick way on the iPad or on the laptop or desktop to get to a live form that you can fill out and try it yourself. You can see our radio button question, excellent, good, fair, and poor, which gives one option, our checklist, which gives multiple options, our paragraph answer, our first and last name, and then a submit button to submit those answers. Here's the form filled out with the check marks and radio buttons, and when I say submit, it gives me my confirmation. Going back to Google Drive, I now see Test Friday, which are my original form, and Test Friday responses, which are my responses in a spreadsheet. If you go to the form, you'll see a response menu. The one in parentheses says that there is one response. You're still accepting responses. You can put a check mark there to stop accepting responses. And thank you, Kim Goldberg, for showing us responses and summary of responses to get a very nice set of graphs and automatic additions of answers. And this is what their summary looks like for my one survey that was filled out. This is how it will look on the spreadsheet side. If you take a look at the videos for spreadsheets on the laptop or desktop, you'll find out that there are many more ways that you can use this information as a spreadsheet.